Okay, so in this first section, what I'm going to talk about is your mindset for success, because at the end of the day, everything starts right within yourself. Okay, you can't be successful if you don't think you're going to be successful, or you don't have the right mind frame to become successful. So what I'm going to talk about is kind of break down your current belief systems and reinstill some new beliefs that you need to be thinking all of the time when you are on the path to success. So let's crack on with it. Now, all change must come from within, and there's a quote down there: the only person you are destined to become is the person you decide to be. So what I'm going to do is break in some of your old beliefs, and everyone has a belief system. Basically, a belief system is a set of mutual supportive beliefs. It could be religious, political, ideological, or a combination of a few of these things. Now, we all have an ideological way that we view the world. It's just the way it is. And everyone has a belief system which has been built up over the years. Now, think about the belief system that you've currently got at the moment in time. From growing up, that's been passed down from your family, the people that you interact with on a daily basis, your work, the social media, the things that we watch, the things that we like. Everyone has a belief system, okay? And belief systems can be broken down, reformed, and new beliefs can be learned over time. Now, think of, people who become new born again Christians, or people who convert to Islam. They may have not known those sorts of things or believed throughout their life, but they were able to break down their old belief system and learn a new belief system to help them achieve what it is that they wanted to achieve. And you need to shift your belief system to one that harnesses your true ability for success. And that's what I'm going to attempt to do in this section, is help you shift your mindset from I can't to a I can. And that's what we're going to do in this next few slides. So here are some common beliefs in society. You may have heard some of them. They may have been said to yourself. I know that I've heard definitely some of these before in my lifetime. You have to go to school and get a degree level education to be successful. Here's another one. To retire rich, you have to work long hours and save every penny. And finally, being an entrepreneur isn't a real occupation. Now, I've heard all of these before, and 100% these statements are not true. Yet 90% of the population may still believe that these are the keys to success. And while you can be successful, deem yourself as successful, getting a job, working hours and stuff like that, there are other ways to still be successful. And people do say, being an entrepreneur isn't a real job. Why do you want to be self-employed? Being an entrepreneur, that's not a real job. Why don't you go be a doctor, a lawyer, or something like that, or a banker? Now, the people who dispel these common beliefs are the people who then go on to create big businesses and generally become successful being an entrepreneur in their own state. Now, this is a fantastic quote that I wanted to put in here, and you will come across these people. There are two types of people who will tell you that you cannot make a difference in this world. Those who are afraid to try, and those who are afraid you will succeed. And like I mentioned, you will come across these people on your path to success. So just be wary of that. Now, let's try and shift your mind to success. Some of the things that you need to be doing to harbour your true ability for success. So the first thing is never give up. Quitting is not an option. So from here onwards, we're practically in a no-quit zone. Okay, we are not quitting no matter what. Things may get difficult, things are going to go well, things might not go so well. That's just life. But at the end of the day, we are never going to give up. And you have to harbour that, and they have to distill that in your values to never give up no matter what is happening around you, in business, in life. It's a case of never giving up. Always take action and move towards your goal. Now, you could sit here and you could learn all of this course. Okay, you could go through the whole of this course. You could watch every single YouTube video that I've got. You could watch all and every single piece of content that I've ever put out. But if you do not take action and move towards your goal, you are never going to get anywhere. Okay, if you take no action whatsoever, you've got a 100% chance of failing. But if you take action, you've increased your chances by 50% by just taking that initial action. So always take action, okay, and just move towards your goal. Stay away from negativity and the naysayers. Like I mentioned, you're going to come across some people on your path to success that will say, you know, why are you doing that? You know, it doesn't make any sense. You know, why are you not coming out with us? You know, why are you always at your computer? You know, why are you always in your room working on stuff? What are Facebook ads? All these sorts of things you will come across, but please stay away from the negativity as far away as possible and only be around positivity and think positive, you know, and just engage with people who are happy, you know, and supporting you in doing what you want to do. Now, make progress every day, no matter how big or small it may be, even when uncomfortable. And like I said, it goes back to the second point. Always take action and make progress. Now, even if it's small or if it's big, it could be a case of just registering a domain or, you know, uploading a product or finding 2 products but not uploading them yet. It's progress, and I need you to always make progress every single day. And like I said, even when things are uncomfortable, still make progress, no matter even if they are small. Now, you may have heard me said this one in my YouTube videos. I absolutely love this and I swear by it. So stay in your lane. You are your only competition. Now, you may see people who have started the same time as you and are getting fantastic results. You may have seen someone who has started, who's been doing this thing, you know, less time than you and still getting better results. It doesn't matter. It does not matter whatsoever. And it's the worst way to bring yourself down is to compare yourself to others. Okay, so what I need you to do is just stay in your lane, focus on being a better you. Better than you were yesterday, better than you were the week before, better than you were the year before. As long as you are being a better person every single day in your business, then you are making progress and you're continuing towards your goal. And finally, no risk, no reward. Risk equals reward. And being an entrepreneur is all about taking risks to enable you to gain a reward. So I need you to get that into your head. So that is helping you shift your mind to success. So I need you to go back over those, you know, and really put them into concept, put them into your head and just live by them day by day. So here is what I want you to do. Go grab yourself a piece of paper. This is you actually taking action right now. This can be your first step in taking action. Go and find a piece of paper, go and find a pen and literally write down these 2 quotes. Okay, I can and will be successful. I will never give up. So this is the first point in taking action. Wherever you're doing right about now, stop the video, pause the video, you know, and go and get a pen, go and get a piece of paper and write those things down. And it's always best to write them down, not in your phone. Write them down physically with a pen and piece of paper because you're more likely to take action when you write things down. Finding your burning desire. What I want to talk about is finding your burning desire now. Now, there's a quote down there. There is a powerful driving force inside every human being that once unleashed can make any vision, dream or desire a reality. And this is 100% true from Anthony Robbins. Now, I want to share with you my personal story, okay? You know, just to show you guys that things haven't always been rosy, okay? I haven't just got to this point overnight, you know, and, you know, some people may be in a better position than where I started. Some people might be in a little worse position than where I started, but nevertheless, it was still a journey. And I want to show you guys that, you know, things just didn't happen overnight and I did have to go through things to get to where I am now, and you will have to, of course, as well. So I grew up in from a non-privileged background in a small city. Now, I got average grades. I was pretty much a C grade student for pretty much all of my life, okay, and I just about made it to university. Now, I failed multiple online ventures, from selling hats to gym wear to selling things on eBay, you know, multiple different online businesses that I tried to, you know, get up and running, but 90% of them, well, pretty much until, you know, drop shipping, all of them pretty much failed. I'd made sales, but nothing was ever much a standout. Now, I graduated from university with a degree in business and management. I always wanted to do business because that's where I saw myself. I was, fascinated with business, and that is what I wanted to do, whether it be work for a big company or, do something for my own, which is what I really wanted to do. But nevertheless, I just took business and management because that is what I wanted to do. Now, I didn't like the thought of working a corporate 9 to 5 for, 40 to 50 years and having to go to work, having to ask for time off, and, just working really hard and then retiring on pretty much a basic pension. It wasn't something that attracted me whatsoever. But of course, I had to get a 9 to 5 due to not having no income. You have to start somewhere to go somewhere. So I had to get a 9 to 5 job, and, anything. I've worked jobs from being a postman to toilet cleaner to various different marketing roles and all sorts of weird and wonderful jobs, but I had to get a 9 to 5 job. Now, I discovered dropshipping and e-commerce on a forum while browsing at night. I was always looking for ways to make money, and I came across a forum, and some guy was talking about how he made money with dropshipping and selling products online. So what I done was I consumed as much information as I possibly could, and I started my first niche store, got one sale, lost pretty much some money, and closed it down to start a general store so I could test a wider range of products. I'm going to talk a little bit more about the difference between the two, having a niche store or a general store, and my general views on that. But that's what happened. My first store was pretty much a bomb. It didn't really make me any money whatsoever. Then I got fired from my job. Okay, they sat me down, they took me into the room, they said, sorry, we don't need you anymore. And I remember the day like it was yesterday, having to call family, friends to say pretty much, I'm a graduate and I've got no job whatsoever. I'm fired. And it was a day that I would never ever forget in my, until as long as I live, I will never ever forget that day. Now, I was jobless. I had no income whatsoever. So, of course, I had to get another 9 to 5 job. I had to make money somehow. I didn't have Shopify up and running at that point. Like I said, I was a graduate with no job and no income. So I had to go and get a 9 to 5 job, which I did. Then I went back to Shopify, and I was still doing it. So I started testing and started having some small successes. Started getting $100 a day, $200 a day. And that was where things started to, get the ball rolling. Then I started to get better at Facebook ads. I got better at testing products. I got better at finding, winning products. I got better at knowing what my niches were. And over time, I was able to scale up my successes and finally quit my 9 to 5 job. So right about now, I live a laptop lifestyle. I'm able to teach people just like yourself who want to learn, how things work and how e-commerce works from myself, which is fantastic. I get to travel where I want, buy things I like, take days off even if I want to, and just chill out and just have the time, location, freedom. I'm no longer trading my time for money, i.e. having a job. And as a famous quote from Warren Buffett, I believe it is, that if you spend your life trading your time for money, then unfortunately you will never be rich. And that is just the harsh reality of things. And I've generated over $5.3 million in revenue today and still counting, which that number is probably a little bit higher now, if I'm being perfectly honest. Now, it was at that point that I realized that I never wanted anyone to be able to dictate my life with 3 simple words. And that was my burning desire. Those 3 simple words were, "You are fired," or "Sorry, we don't need you anymore." And that's what really inspired me to go out and do something. And sometimes people fear getting a job. People fear losing their job. But me, on the other hand, I actually fear having to get a job. And it's one of the reasons why I work so hard. So how can you find your burning desire? Well, the first thing you need to do is you need to ask yourself this question. Why do you want to be successful? Okay, what is it that makes you want to live a better life? Why do you actually want to be successful? What are the reasons you want to change your current situation? What is it that you're living? What is it in your life right now that you do not like? And what are the reasons for you to wanting to go on to do something better? Now, have there been any moments in life that you realize that you are capable and destined for better things? Have you had any epiphanies? Have you just been sat there and thought, you know what, I can do something better? I don't see myself doing this for the rest of my life. I can do something better. Have there been any moments? What happened? What was you feeling? Where was you? All these sorts of things. So ask yourself, what is it that is your burning desire? Now, here's a tip. Ask yourself why you brought this course. Okay, you've purchased this course. You want to learn more about e-commerce. You want to learn more about Shopify, dropshipping, and all that sort of stuff. Ask yourself why you actually brought the course. Now, do you want more money? Do you want time freedom? Do you want location freedom? Do you want a better lifestyle? Do you want to provide for your family? Do you want to give more to charity? Now, if yes to one of these, again, ask yourself why. Why is it you want more money? To do what? Why is it you want time freedom? To do what? Location freedom, better lifestyle. Ask yourself why again. Now, finding out your burning desire is super important because it's going to become your support system, when things aren't always going your way. That's when your burning desire kicks in and helps you stay motivated and stay on the path to success. Now I want to talk about managing your expectations. And the quote down there, if you really look closely, most overnight successes took a long time. So you need to fall in love with the process. And there's a quote by Michelangelo, if people knew how hard I worked to gain my mastery, it wouldn't seem so wonderful. Michelangelo is an artist. So you need to learn to love the process and the results will follow. So many people get fixated on the end results, and that's what hinders their process to get those end results. They always focus on the end results. You need to focus on the process. Now, you need to shift your mindset from the outcome to the learning and development opportunity. So remember, throughout this course, you're going to learn a ton of different skills. You're going to learn Facebook adverts. You're going to learn financial management. You're going to learn how to hire a team, how to become a manager, and all these sorts of different, skills that you're going to learn throughout this course. And you need to be focused on and getting excited over the learning and development opportunity rather than, what happens if I don't make any money? Or what happens if I don't make X? Or what happens if this? What happens if I put this store live and, don't make any money? You're going to learn a ton of different information, and that's where you need to be. The results will follow, the results will come, but you need to focus on the process and get excited on the process because you're going to become a better human being learning all of these different skills. Now, always be the student, never be the teacher. Now, I personally may look and seem like a teacher, but believe you me, I always strive to be the student. I am never considering myself as a teacher, as a guru. Yes, I have a ton and wealth of information which I'm passing on to you guys right about now, but nevertheless I still look for information myself. I'm always learning new techniques, new strategies, new everything. How can I be better myself? Because at the end of the day, out there is someone who is always better than yourself. So it's always great to be the student and never be the teacher. So here are some of the raw uncut truths that I just have to get out of the way, before we dive into anything else in this course, okay? Now, dropshipping is not a get-rich-quick scheme. I'm going to repeat that. Dropshipping is not a get-rich-quick scheme, okay? Things don't happen overnight. Yes, you can hit a great product and, if you get the right product, right offer, right audience, and combined all those three things together, yes, you can have short-term success. You can scale a product overnight, and e-commerce has the opportunity to change people's lives. It's changed my life, but believe you me, it is something that rarely just happens overnight, and do not see it as a get-rich-quick scheme. Now, building your stores and business will require time and effort like every other successful business. Okay, don't think of it just because it's online, things are just going to be easy, or any other business which is out there requires time and effort, and this is no different. So just bear that in mind. Now, you will have to learn new skills. Like I mentioned, you're going to learn how to manage a team. You're going to learn Facebook adverts. You're going to learn about designing, becoming a better marketer. All these sorts of things you're going to learn. And you have to get excited over it, like I've mentioned, which is going to be fantastic. You're going to be able to use these skills throughout the rest of your life. Now, you will experience failures, but they are part of the road to success. If you go back to my story, I failed. My first store absolutely failed and I lost money on my first store. But nevertheless, I've turned those failures into successes. And remember, without failure, you cannot have success. That is the raw and cut truth. Now, you will need to invest money into testing products, okay? Ideally, $1,000 to $1,200, ideally, plus the more you've got, the better. The more you've got, the more products you can test, of course. And finally, no risk, no reward, like I mentioned before. So referring back to this, what I want you to do is put this somewhere. Hopefully you've wrote those things down now. I can and will be successful and I will never give up. And I want you to put them where you're going to be working every single day. So, you know, if you're going to be on a desk, put it by your desk. If it's going to be in your laptop, put a piece of paper inside your laptop. So every time you open it, you can see it there. Put it in a visual place where you can see it. I can and will be successful and I will never give up. So setting goals, your roadmap. Setting goals is the first step to turning the invisible into the visible. SMART goals. I'm going to break down what SMART goals actually are. And FTW stands for the win. So SMART goals for the win. And I'm going to break down what SMART actually means because every single letter means something different. Setting goals is critical to helping you achieve success. They are your roadmap. And, you know, if you've just got a dream, that is all well and good and fantastic, but it will stay a dream if you do not have a plan, to help you achieve that dream. So you have to have a plan and goals to help you achieve your dreams. So let me break this down for you. S. So the S stands for specific. You have to be specific with your goals. Who? You know, that's yourself. What? When? Where? Why? Be super specific with your goals, okay? The M is measurable. Make them quantifiable. What metrics, numbers will be used? And a lot of people don't do this. They just say, I want to make, X amount. That's all well and good, but put a time frame on it as well. Achievable. A. Is it realistic? What new skills do you have to achieve? Now, some people may say, okay, yeah, I want to, one of my goals is to climb Mount Everest. That's all well and good, but is it realistic? Okay, you're going to have to learn mountaineering skills. You're going to have to learn how to climb a mountain. So actually be realistic and be achievable in your goals. R, relevant. Is it relevant to your burning desire? What is your burning desire? You want to do something like you've mentioned. You want to be, what is that burning desire? But is your goal relevant or is it just something that is just complete wash? T, time bound. When will you achieve this by? What day, what year, what week, what day? You have to be very time specific with the goals that you are, putting forward into your plan. Now, setting your SMART goals. I'm going to show you how to set SMART goals. So here's an example. How much money do you want to have generated in 12 months time from this date with e-commerce and dropshipping? Okay, think about that for a second. Now, once you have this number, divide it by 12 to see how much you need to make each month to achieve it. Then, once you have that, divide it by 30 to get how much you need to make per day. And then, of course, finally, what do you need to do to generate that daily amount? Now, here's an example. I'm going to break one down for you. Example, so I want to generate $50,000 in 12 months from this date. I need to make $4,166.66 per month. That means that it's $138.88 per day. Now I will do this by following this course, testing and refining. So I need you to write down your SMART goals right about now. Grab your piece of paper, another piece of paper, and just write down what your SMART goal is. So coming up in the next section, I'm going to talk about the winning business model, the winning dropshipping model, and explain it in tons of detail so you understand exactly what it is we're doing. So I hope you got some value from this video and onwards to the next one. You take care.